Hey guys, we are Steve and Mark, and we're full-time builders.
Part-time Well, I thought I was going to say my own name.
No, you got to say part-time YouTuber.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we rehearsed it?
Yeah. No, but I was going to say, I'm Steve.
Oh yeah, and I'm Mark.
Are you ready?
Hey guys. Hey guys, I'm Mark,
And I'm Steve,
and we're full-time builders.
part-time YouTubers.
And I think we got that on about the sixth to go.
I moved to Cairns about 15 years ago, and Mark grew up in Cairns, and we met as apprentice carpenters.
Yep, we worked together for a local builder for years before both going out on our own and starting our own separate building company. I sort of do 5-star builds and Steve does like 2.5-star builds. But after a while...
For 5-star prices.
Yeah, for 5-star prices. But recently, yeah, we've been able to get away and start doing heaps more camping than we used to.
Yep. Yeah, we always did a little bit of camping together, lots of fishing out the reef, and sort of just live that North Queensland lifestyle.
It's why people move up here. They move up to Cairns to you put work a little bit on the back burner and prioritise getting out, seeing what sort of there is to offer up here, be it on the water or camping, creeks, freshwater creeks, and everything's not too far away.
Yeah.
And there's less people.
We're pretty lucky. We've got Cape York on the back doorstep really of Cairns. About a probably 3 to 4 hour drive, and you're at Lakefield, Catcham Barramundi, or venturing further, Old Telly Track, all the way up the tip. It's a pretty great part of Australia. Pretty lucky to have it so close. So Norweld, I've sort of known the guys for a lot of years, just around Cairns, getting quotes for boat fuel tanks and general fabrication. And obviously they've moved into full-time just doing canopies. Their product's always been known around Cairns as just a top quality product and made to take the harsh conditions that we get up here, be it corrugated roads, dusty, wet, like insanely wet during the wet season. They've just got it all covered. So you know that when you get that product, it's made to take the harshest Australian conditions possible. You
know what surprised me? Like obviously we've been running the Norweld gear for a couple of, probably 3 years.
Yep.
And the service, like that you get given, the service you get given after having a Norweld product is just amazing. Better than I've ever had anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? They can't do enough for you, and that's what's been great for me about having the Norweld canopy on your car, because when we rip doors off and stuff like that, we go in there and the boys sort us out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bend toolboxes, whatever. I mean, a lot of people go up the Cape and damage things, bend doors, whatever, and they'll come back through and the team are all too happy to help them out and replace bits and pieces, which is pretty amazing after-sales service. I mean, with my initial impression when I picked up the Norweld canopy, I knew it was a quality product, but just when you get it, how clean it is, how perfect everything is, was it was a shock really. I haven't had that experience except for maybe buying a new car. And even then I think it was a better experience than when I bought my new Toyota. Yeah,
the handover and everything.
Yeah, and then that after sales, like you said, is pretty amazing.
Yeah, so obviously we take the canopy away, we base ourselves out of the canopy for all of our trips. This is the kitchen. On the other side, mainly storage. We've got all the recovery gear in the back. The toolbox, the slide-out drawer, just fits an amazing amount of stuff.
An amazing amount of beer.
A lot of beer too. You can just stack a can. They've designed it so a can sits vertically and you can just stack the whole thing with beer, and that's some serious R&D. But since using this canopy, I then went further, and obviously I got the full-time car for work as a builder, and I went and put the new tray on it. This is actually the Elite tray, but I had the Deluxe Plus on it originally, and using it in the day-to-day trade, mate, I've smashed this thing around, and it's got a few little paint chips and stuff like that, but where I've reversed into some fencing, I got out expecting to find damage, and there's just nothing. Using it day-to-day on the work sites, throwing gear in, it's too easy. It's perfect, really. Obviously, the difference between the two cars is Steve's is really set up for sort of adventuring and weekend trips, Mine's the sort of Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And then also the diversity. I love the open tray. We throw boxes in it, swags in it, we get away on the weekend. Obviously I've got the elite tray with the racks, with the extra builder's rack, all the tie down points, which I think there's about 7 tie down points inside the tray, which just gives you heaps of options. I've got the Red Arc Go Block in there, Engel 40 litre fridge. And it's funny, you know, like as a builder, it's actually all too common now. Nearly all the builders, especially in North Queensland, have got a fridge as part of their sort of setup. Having, you know, cold water or a nice cold lunch is just, it's perfect, and it's almost a necessity for up here.
Yeah.
So I run the 40 litre fridge, the Red Arc Go Block in the back of the elite tray, and it, for what I do, smash it around, it's been perfect.
Also transitions perfectly to the weekend.
Yeah.
So, you know, during the week you've got your water in there, and then on the weekend you go camping, you throw your beers
Hey
in there.
Steve, come over to my tray.
Oh, thanks for the welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, also transitions perfectly to the weekend.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us here, mate.
No worries, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then tell us how it transitions to the weekend.
So it also transitions perfectly to the weekend. You've done your work week, pull the water and the lunch out, and you've got a perfect beer fridge to head away, go do some fishing.
Yeah. So I've come from other aluminium trays, and having the pull-out drawer, what it did, I didn't realise at the time the benefit, but what it did was actually meant that I have so much more usable tray space, because I don't carry 2 huge toolboxes anymore. I just carry 1 toolbox and the pull-out drawer. Also, having water underneath. I don't recall searching for water previously, but ever since I got that water tank, I realised I use it all the time. Not just for washing hands. I've been on jobs where the water's been off, or the council's working on the water down the road, and we've got 40 litres there where we can fill up, mix up tile glue or wash down, and you know, have access to water even when you don't have water on site.
So I've had the Canopy set up as a full-time touring sort of package for a long time now. But before I did that, I had it set up as a tradie setup. I was just contract carpentering. I was just contracting for builders around town, and the amount of tools you can fit on the other side in the big drawer, absolutely amazing. Slide it out, everything's there. And then also to have the kitchen on the other side, you know, for smoko, you've got your fridge. I didn't have the pull-down pantry, great for touring, but I had that as space. But I still had a little travel buddy up there, great for heating up smoko and stuff like that. And then, you know, if you want to, you can always take the canopy off, have that set up as a touring thing, almost like a camper trailer that you hitch up when you go away, and then just run the tray during the week. So you've got that versatility between camping or contracting work, or having it set up as an open tray to throw, you know, wheelbarrows or sand and cement, whatever in the back.